If you think Caribbean culture is just reggae, kaiso and pan, you lie. We also got the real thing, the real folk culture. And today we have in the studio live the Tobago Heritage Performers. So don't go anywhere. Carib Nation is up next. Welcome to Carib Nation. I'm David Hines, and today we have a ball for you. We have in our studios the Tobago Heritage Performers, all the way from Tobago. And in front of me here, I have these two wonderful ladies. Miss Lois Leslie, who's the Public Relations and Marketing Officer of the group, and Verlene Bob Lewis, who's the chairperson of the Tobago Heritage Festival Committee. Welcome to Carib Nation.
Thank you very much.
Well, look, this heritage thing really is something to my heart. How it all got started, I know Dr. J.D. Elder was the moving spirit behind it, but take it from there. I start with you.
Yes, Dr. J.D. Elder was really the one instrumental in starting it in 1987. He thought that some of our traditions were fading, and he thought that we should organize an activity to bring some of these activities back to life, and that was the thought behind it. At the same time too, our tourism industry had begun to grow, and we thought that it would be a good opportunity to have activities in which our visitors would be able to participate and enjoy themselves.
Lois, let's talk a little bit about these activities. You have song, dance, I understand, you have food, and let me talk about the song and dance first, because that is very African.
It certainly is. And you know, the Tobago Heritage Festival flourishes with song, dance, because predominantly African in nature, the culture has grown, and flourished. And what we do during the festival for 2 weeks each year is to bring all this talent on stage and showcase it for all.
So is this thing in one central place, or you move all over the country?
Not in one central place at all. We move from village to village. Each village has its own uniqueness, and they have an activity that lends itself to the particular environment. You go, you experience the performers, and you also experience the food. The food is very, very important. And in each village, you find a different taste of food. We have things like cocoa and callaloo, crab and dumpling, concote, that's cassava cocoa. We have corn cocoa as well. We have susumba soup. We have all different kind of local drink, your ginger beer, your morbi, your sorrel. So for each village, you'd find something that you would enjoy.
Let's talk, Lois, about some of the things that we're going to see on the show today, some of the songs.
Okay, well, first of all, we have our heritage song, and it tells you all about the heritage and what you could expect to experience when you come to the heritage. We also showcase dances like the piqué, okay? We have the jig. Those are dances that are really Tobago culture showcasing itself. We also have on the program the songs, okay? We have the music, the drums, okay? African people, the drums, represent the essence of the people.
And of course, the call and response. When I hear you start singing today, I remember a lady in my village in Guyana. Tell me something about this whole call and response and how you've been able to retain it.
Well, it was a way of keeping families together. You always had the person who was in charge, the leader, the elder, and you would gather around a fire telling stories or singing, and as you sing, you expect them to answer. It connects people together, and we see lots of that being practiced during the entire Heritage Festival.
Can't help but notice that in the group here, you have lots of young people, but there's also mix, but significantly the young people, because there is this talk in the Caribbean that the authentic culture, the young people don't want to follow it. How you all have been able in Tobago to get all these young people involved?
Well, it was happening in Tobago as well, but since the heritage started, we have had a large number of youths participating, especially in the area of the dance and the music, which is encouraging. So we see that we are passing the traditions on to the young ones. In all the villages, we have youths participating in the festival.
Do you all do any of this in the schools?
Sure, we have what we call the children's heritage as well. And we have the schools participating and the children doing just as well, or sometimes even better than the adults.
Now you all are traveling and taking this thing to other parts of the world. I mean, you're here in Washington, D.C. I understand you are in New York. Are you planning to take it to the rest of the Caribbean?
We certainly are. This is just the beginning.
And of course, you can't have Caribbean culture, whatever it is, without carnival. Is there something like a carnival during the festival?
Yes, on the last day of the festival, we have a big carnival event, Oldtime Carnival, and everybody comes together to jump up in that Oldtime Carnival, Tobago way.
Well, let's take a look at some of the performances now. We're going to have the heritage song, Tobago jig, oral tradition, speechifier, the piqué dance, drumology, and old-time calypsos.
Drummer. Oh, oh, how gratifying it is to be here this evening. My heart full with joy and overflowing. When I hear it's the United States of America, we would be performing. So I want to sit back, relax, and put your minds in harder as we give you a taste of Tobago's auspicious culture. Beat your drum, Mr. Drummer. Oh, My grandfather was a man of high caliber, but you know, I'm my granddaughter, he prefer. He said when he dead, he going to leave all the land for her. He said you own the land quite from Washington to Florida. Me said, so grandpa, you can't put it on paper. He said, don't be a foolish granddaughter. Can all the land from Washington to Florida hold on one little piece of paper? Beat your drum, Mr. Drum. Thank you to one and all. It was a pleasure to come to your beck and call. But if you want some more, please don't bawl. Come to Tobago for Heritage Festival. Beat your drum, Mr. Drum.
No, but now that they're going outdated, I think I'll preserve them in calypso. Traditional beliefs have been rampant in years gone by. My people had these things up their sleeves and believe in them, I don't know why. Why they was superstitious so? I don't know, I really don't know. But from since I was small, I observing them all in Cologne, in Tobago. They told me, I never sweep out your house at night, otherwise you sweep in poverty. Don't put me here at night, that ain't right, otherwise you lose your memory. They say a bad thing to do is to put hat on top your bed, and Mr. Man, don't make no woman pass over you. Otherwise you're blind till you're dead and ta-ti-tin-tin. Tell them again. Alam, alam, Lord. Many stories are told of the famous hill country. They say it's the devil's stronghold and a zombie sanctuary. You come up from a funeral, you better hang out your clothes outside, cause if you don't do that at all, don't be surprised if your babies die. Nothing will not you if a black cat follow you when you're traveling at night. But if it is a dog or if it is a artist, please get out of the sight. They told me 3 times I have to bite my finger when I point to the cemetery. And after the 1st of November, all them bad jump is free. And when you dream about fire, wet down your house when you wake. And they always wanting them pregnant women to keep away from house whip, snake, and ta-ti-tin-tin. Tell them again. Tell them again. Alam, alam, Lord. The fella with all the power long ago was the Obeah man. He was the village doctor, the seer and the magician. Just see when you are in danger of all those who are not your friend. They say he flies to Africa in the spirit and come back again. If you're feeling sick and you don't know what's wrong, I just send for the Obeah man. He will give you a bush bath when you finish with it. Brother is stronger than a lion. They told me, Manu Brebna, he was a fella used to make people nose drop out. And a Bobby Crush, he used to ride silk cotton tree when traveling all about. Fisherman trained the woman from Plymouth, old parties from Lekoto. These were the fellas with all the powers and used to rule over Tobago. Tan-ta-ti-tin-tin. Tell them again. hearing the fiddle and tambourine ringing in my brain. Come and let me go to Bell Garden to see how Bella used to dance. I know when you hear them a belly from a road, you're sure to get up and prance. So, oi, 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 come and let me go, let me go. Oi, 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 come and let me go, let me go. Oi, 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 come and let me go, let me go. Oi, 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 come and let me go, let me go. We going back to the old days, and come up with the naked truth. But that is the way the people today gonna learn something about the roots. Go skin going to talk in the rap show while we do the jig and the K. And then we go and see what Christian down Black Rock and Grafton Bay. So, oi, 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 come and let me go, let me go. Oi, 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 come and let me go, let me go. Oi, 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 come and let me go, let me go. Oi, 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 come and let me go, let me go. Oi, 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 come and let me go, let me go.
Ladies, where do you see this festival going, let's say, 10 years from now? Lois, you first.
Well, I think the Tobago Heritage Festival would be a model for cultural tourism. It provides that platform, and as the festival grows and develops, it must take its place among the festivals that reign on the international calendar each year.
Vorleen, why you keep going and going with this thing?
Well, it's sweet, it's beautiful, it's lovely, and I can't stop. And it's really encouraging. We looked at the type of participation we had last year in particular, when we had a theme, Children of Heritage Come Home, the number of people who came home for the festival, and those who have indicated that they're going to come again this year, it really is encouraging. And we see it going bigger and bigger, and who knows, maybe one of the biggest festivals in the Caribbean in the not too distant.
And on that sweet and big note, we want to end the show here, and I hope you did enjoy the performances from the Tobago Heritage Performers. Until the next time, this is David Hines, thanking you for tuning in to yet another edition of Carib Nation. And remember, as always, our motto on this show is one people, one culture, one Caribbean, one nation. Please rally round the West Indies. Ba 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 ba.